afternoon. See, we are doing Karl Ritter. घर पे जाके पढ़ के कुछ समझ में आया? What? Crux. हाँ, यही book से नहीं समझ में आएगा. Don't read for this topic Majid Hussain or any other book. You won't understand this. What you have understood regarding Karl Ritter? क्या कहना चाहते हो? What you have understood? अच्छा, what did Kant try to say? Immanuel Kant. Kantian philosophy क्या है? He talks about logical division of any subject into different parts. Fine? वो कहता है inner and outer world है. Inner world को पढ़ना मतलब geography, inner world को पढ़ना मतलब soul, outer world को पढ़ना मतलब geography, and therefore you study what are the divisions of the geography. That is the economic geography, political geography, cultural geography, historical geography. यहाँ तक समझ में आया? Fine? And thus Kant laid the foundations of science. Fine? उसके बाद came Humboldt, one of the biggest scientists of his times. Humboldt gave the concept of unity in diversity, right? Or unity of whole, which is very similar to the concept of Ritter also of the unity of whole. Unity in, इसका था unity in diversity. And he said that history and geography are the two major sciences and we need to study geography so that we can understand the physical geography. What was his concept of his physical geography? Very crucial. Maybe today's lecture will be short, but this lecture has to be understood very properly. Pura foundation of the geographical thoughts is based on today's lecture. Fine? Because ये सारी books में ये topic नहीं समझ में आता. वो बुक्स में डायलॉग्स दिए हैं एंड नन ऑफ द बुक विल टेल यू हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू राइट दिस सब्जेक्ट. until you don't write this subject very properly, marks नहीं आते in this subject. Means if you know thought is one thing, you writing about dualism and determinism is about one thing, and you writing a good answer on dualism and determinism is another thing. Marks fetch करने के लिए. Fine? Remember, it is a humanities, arts वाला subject. पढ़ते समय सबको आसान लगेगा, आंसर लिखते समय प्रैक्टिस पता चलता है व्हाट इज द डिमांड ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट. अनलाइक साइंस, पढ़ते समय बहुत डिफिकल्ट लगता है बट आंसर लिखते समय इट इज वेरी इजी. एनी साइंस इज दैट वंस यू हैव अंडरस्टूड द कंसेप्ट इट इज वेरी इजी. नाउ Humboldt, some people believe he focused on the physical geography. Ritter, some people believed he focused on human geography. So was it like this? Yes, he traveled, he expedition. He stressed upon isotherms बनाया उसने, ocean currents का circulation दिया. He told how the temperature decreases with the increasing altitude in the terms of normal lapse rate, etc. So can I say he was trying to understand general laws for different explanations. Fine? He was trying to understand general laws, simple general laws. If you go at a certain height, Mount Kilimanjaro also is having glacier, Mount Everest is also having glacier, Mount Andes or Mount Aconcagua in Andes is also having a glacier. So what is, then he gave the concept that temperature decreases with the increasing height. Is this not a general law? Then you can understand any mountain in the world will have glaciers. He told how the cold currents are there, how the warm currents are there. Then you apply it to the different parts of the world. Is it not a general law? Fine, he explained about the isotherms and how climate and vegetation is determined by the help of isotherms. This is also a general law. So yes, he was studying the geography and his more focus was on the physical geography. Fine. And Humboldt was not believer of the divine design of the earth. He was therefore not teleological. I am not saying ki Ritter was teleological. I am not saying Ritter was superstitious. We are not saying Ritter was religious. We are saying Ritter is teleological. Teleological means he believes in the divine creation. And divine creation, therefore, understand the creation of the God. That is something which is superpower. And because it is a divine creation, it will always be perfect. Right? Because it will always be perfect, how to understand the perfection? It is the role of humans to understand the perfection. Fine? It will always be perfect in the terms of geography of a region. Means, America ke liye that climate will be perfect. That climate for Latin America will be perfect. That climate for Africa will be perfect. That climate for particular regions of the Europe will be perfect. That climate for India will be perfect. It is the work of geographer to study each and every diversities in this. Again, I am saying, Ritter कहता है, it is the work of a geographer to understand and study the diversities. One of the famous statement of the Ritter is, geography has enough been given a bad name in the terms of writing books, volumes of the books in the terms of descriptions. कि ये इधर मिलता है, वो इधर मिलता है, ये ऐसा है, वो ऐसा है. Nobody has decided to understand what is the basic law that connects everything. कि ये क्यों किधर मिलता है. Means he said there have been thousands of volumes, lakhs and crores of pages which will tell you कि XYZ mountain is there, XYZ climate is there, XYZ river is there, XYZ this is there, but nobody has decided to find out why it is there and what is the common linkage between Rockies and Andes and Atlas and the Himalayas. Understanding? So it is the work of my work now to study the diversities here and then compare them and find out a very general law why such diversities are created. Understanding? His work is, अगर आपको ऐसे लग रहा है कि you have to take running notes, you can take the running notes also for this. उसका काम है, his major theme is to study the diversity and try to understand it. Fine? So when you study the diversities, you become a regional geographer or you become a systematic geographer? Diversities. When you study diversity means then you will study Asia, you will study Europe, you will study. You are studying regional diversities. Yes. Because you are trying to arrange them in some sort of manner. You are trying to get something out of it. But he is studying Africa. He is studying Asia differently. Do you agree with him? He is studying Africa separately, he is studying Asia separately, he is studying this separately and he is trying to find out a common law. बताओ वो regional है या systematic है? Because most of the Ritter's work are in German language and not been translated into English language. Many people falsely believe that Ritter is regional geographer. Understanding? Uska first work is regional, but uska final aim is to understand the basic laws, the common laws that are there, the common linkages that are there. And therefore, Ritter kabhi nahi kehta ki I am a regional geographer. Ritter says that I am a systematic geographer only. The focus has to be to study the diversities. Understanding? But कौन कहता है then why I have told you in the first class कि Ritter is a regional geographer and this is a systematic geographer. That is Humboldt is a systematic geographer. इसलिए because Humboldt did not have any formal education. Understanding? Humboldt भटकता रहा. And because he did not have any formal education, he was not appointed at any authority, position of authority. And because he was not appointed at any position of authority, he did not have followers. Understand? He is still acknowledged to be the greatest scientist of his times, but कोई उसने field of study open नहीं रखा. He did not have any disciples, he did not have any followers. On the other hand, जितना भी life, half of his mature life, Ritter remained the chair of geography for entire Germany, the head of geography for entire Germany. Ritter remained the head of geography for entire Germany, and because of this, Ritter had the band of followers. Ritter के जो भी incomplete works थे वो उसके disciples decided to complete it. The incomplete work of Ritter were completed by the disciples, and it is the disciples who have created this dualism in geography. That is, Ritter is regional geographer, Humboldt is systematic geographer. But in the works of Ritter itself, he says, I am not against Humboldt because Humboldt has introduced to me the concept of systematic geography. Understanding? Agar ye thought process, if this maturity is reflected in your answer, you will get marks. Agar if this maturity is not reflected in the answer, 10 में से 2 marks, 3 marks, 4 marks. Fine? Understanding? And unfortunately, this maturity of thinking is not reflected in all the 3 books which are there available in the market. Obviously, the authors have the maturity of thinking, but उन्होंने syllabus के हिसाब से books बनाई है, and therefore वो इतने आसानी से आएगी नहीं. You will have to read that books 10 times at least, correlate them. तीनों book को पढ़ना पड़ेगा. You will have to read Sudipta Adhikari, you will have to read R.D. Dixit, you will have to read Majid Hussain. फिर वो maturity आएगी. Do you have so much time? No. Fine? So listen to the lecture very, very properly. That is why I am saying आज का lecture has to be the base, foundation. इसके बाद you should know कि कल question आता है dualism between human geography and the physical geography. कहाँ किसको उठाना है? You should know किसको with whom you should write if there is a question on the dualism between the determinism and possibilism. You should know if the question comes on the paradigms in geography. Geography has passed through different paradigm state. Understanding? And that is why, because Majid Hussain ka book does not at all give you the insights, therefore some teachers recommend you some other books. Majid Hussain ka book is the must. ऐसा नहीं है कोई कहता कि माजिद हुसैन मत पढ़ो. Some teachers recommend you some other books. But what I mean here is, इतना time नहीं है हमारे पास to read all the books and to do this. Once I finish the book, once I finish this topic, फिर value addition के लिए आप specific chapters पढ़ सकते हो बाकी के books में से. Getting it? So अभी does Ritter say unity of sum is the whole of parts, whole is the sum of the parts, right? मतलब he also believes in unity in diversity, and Humboldt also believes in unity in diversity. Getting it? अब I am asking you one basic question, what is science? Facts are there in history. Logic means what? So science में you do experiment and then you get the results. In arts, cannot you do the experiment? Can you do the experiment in arts? Mayavati did one of the biggest experiments of her time, bringing in the highest class, Brahmins, and bringing in the lowest class, Dalits, united them to come into power. So ऐसा नहीं कि experiments cannot be done in arts. Experiments can be done in arts. Experiments can be done in science. Any other? Logic can be there even in the arts. Why Gandhiji removed after Chauri Chaura, why he took back the disobedience movement? Why he could not continue? This is also logic. Gandhi thought that Britishers then khatam kar denge Indians ko, and Indians don't have that much power. So yeah, we cannot fight against guns. So tell me what is science? Definition nahi, in simple words. What do you mean by systematic then? नेचर के वंडर को समझना नहीं, that can be done even in tourism. Understanding the laws of nature. I'll come to what is science without wasting time. Science is something, logic, experiment, but these experiments are done in isolated or controlled conditions. They are never done in real life situations. That is what is science. So for understanding a science, you take a subject. You take a circle, fine? You break it into different parts. Fine, you take a circle, you break it into different parts, you study this, do the experiment. You study this, do the experiment. You study this, do the experiment. And when you do this, you can understand the cause-effect relationship, and you will call this as a science, you will call this as a science, you will call this as a science. Right? This is what is a science. Just you get a cause-effect relationship in the isolated conditions, never in the real life conditions. Is it right or wrong? Science में हमेशा experiments are done in the isolated conditions, या in laboratory conditions, या in the real life conditions. Tell me a real life experiment of a science. Gravity छोड़ के, tell me anything. Yes. Science experiment. So science means when I take anything and I break it into parts. So I take a world, I study only the animals, and I will call that subject as zoology. Right? I take and study only the parts, I will call this as botany. Right? That is what is the science. I take and study only the soils, I will call this as geology. Right? नहीं 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 नहीं, same fragmentation नहीं है. I'll take any subject. When you study botany, do you study tropical evergreen forest? Anyone who has studied botany? Have you studied tropical evergreen forest? कितना rainfall है, क्या vegetation है, कैसा soil है? तो science में कहाँ है interconnection? Why they don't teach you? I'm coming to the questions what you are having. He is saying वो arts में भी किया जाता है. I'm not concerned about other subjects of the arts. हम अपने subject के बारे में we are concerned. Fine? So science is when you break down anything, study it in isolation and try to do the laws and effects in isolation. Fine? Soil chemistry, etc. And whether geography is a science or not. The next question is this, whether geography is a science or not. Because after Ritter, we are coming to this question, that is whether a geography is science or whether there is no need of studying geography separately. That is the first paradigm shift in geography. कैसे? Who was Davis? Davis was geologist. He was not a geographer. So वैसे भी अगर geography subject नहीं होता है तो Davis would have given the youth, mature and old age. Who was Wegener? Wegener was botanist. Who was Haeckel? Ernst Haeckel. या Herbert Spencer. He was a zoologist. Spencer जिसने बताया था regarding the environment and ecology, the definition. What is ecology? What is a environment? They are none geographers. And इसीलिए ये जो question which is coming to your mind, that is, this subjects would have continued. ये same लोग कहने लगे after the death of Ritter कि why there is a need of geography as a separate science when zoology is studying something, botany is studying something, geology is studying something. And therefore, after the death of Ritter, for somewhere around 50 to 60 years, Geography department was closed in Germany. बाकी की जगह था ही नहीं geography. Geography department was closed in Germany. There was no professorship in geography. There was no academic studies in geography, and this is the first crisis period in geography. Fine? देखो, I am telling you the entire subject in the terms of paradigm shift. We started with the descriptive geography of Arabs, Greeks and Romans. फिर हम Kant came. Kant led the basis of foundation of science, logical thinking, and बाद में आता है our two important thinkers, the Humboldt and Ritter. Humboldt कहता है if you are studying science, you should study physical geography. Ritter कहता है you should more focus should be on the human geography. Fine? And then both of them died. When did they die? When was the Origin of Species published? In which year? Darwin published the Origin of Species. 18. State service wala question. When did it publish? When it get published? It published in the year 1859. It was published in the year 1859, and that was the same year when Ritter and Humboldt unfortunately died. And इसलिए डार्विन को चैलेंज करने के लिए कोई नहीं था. Understanding? There was no geographer left to challenge the ideas of Darwin or this thing. And Darwin ka Origin of Species changed the entire subject. After the Darwin ka Origin of Species, new subjects such as zoology, botany, etc. started coming up. And geography was rejected as an academic discipline. Because there was no one to tell what Ritter and Humboldt were telling the world. Geography is one subject in which if you study, you can understand the interrelationship between these three subjects. Understanding? So what we study in geography? We don't study the species, we study the species upar se. We study the animal species, we study the plant species, we study the soil. And ye to sab, what do you mean by leaching etc. is not geography. Leaching is science. Fine? Species XYZ are present is botany or zoology. Geography will interlink why in the tropical evergreen forest XYZ is the climate, and in that climate how is the soil, how is the vegetation, how is the animal life, how is the human life, and how is the occupation. This is what is the geography. Understanding? So what is geography? Geography is a science which depends upon interdependence. It is just a link between the socials, between the humanities and science, and इसलिए geography को कहते हैं social science. Understanding? Geography is not totally humanities, geography is not totally science, it is a interdependent. There is only one subject in the world which will tell you all the things that are related. कि अगर ऐसी इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी है तो ऐसा क्यों है, ऐसा इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी है तो व्हाट विल बी द एग्रीकल्चर, एग्रीकल्चर अगर ऐसा है तो व्हाट विल बी द स्टेटस ऑफ फार्मर्स, अगर स्टेटस ऑफ फार्मर्स ऐसा है तो क्या करना चाहिए. फाइन? सो इंटरडिपेंडेंट साइंस, एंड देयर वाज नो वन टू चैलेंज डार्विन कि ज्योग्राफी इज दिस इज ज्योग्राफी, एंड देयरफॉर ज्योग्राफी वाज क्लोज्ड. अंडरस्टैंडिंग? सो रिटर एंड हम्बोल्ट, ये फाड़ दो मैंने जो कल लिखा है वो, मतलब ये सब याद मत रखो. याद रखना है व्हाट इज द सिंगल मोस्ट क्राइटेरिया, बिकॉज देयर वोंट बी एनी सिंगल क्वेश्चन अनलेस योर लक इज वेरी बैड. There won't be question on Ritter and Humboldt. There will never be a question on Kant. Look at the past year questions. Fine? But you should mention कि they talked about the interdependence. यहाँ से हमेशा your answer should be starting. Ancient geography, Greek, Romans, Arabs. याद आया? Classical geography, Kant, classical period. कोई भी classical period is Kant. Modern geography, the father of modern geography is Humboldt. Father of, why we call it as a modern geography, Humboldt. Fine? So from 1850s till 1880s, 1890s, geography was not there. Right? Till the time some new geographers came. But this is the importance of Ritter or Humboldt. Why Ritter का ज़्यादा importance है? Because he was educated and therefore उसको post मिल गई and he had the followers. Humboldt did not study much, he studied in different manner and therefore उसको post नहीं मिली थी. But so who is supreme out of these two? No one. In the words of Ritter, Humboldt is his elder brother, his mentor, his guide. Fine? And he will never dare to go against the Humboldt. Ritter. Fine? Yes. ये question के लिए I am discussing all this. So ऐसा नहीं है कि ये क्वेश्चन पूछा नहीं तो सिलेबस में नहीं है. डुअलिज्म मतलब यहाँ से शुरू होता है. मॉडर्न ज्योग्राफिकल थॉट मतलब यहाँ से शुरू होता है. फाइन. So we will study what is the comparative assessment of work of Humboldt and Ritter. So continuing with the Ritter. What did I discuss last time? कितना लिखा है मैंने रिटर? Ritter gave the book of Earth Kunde, means Earth Sciences. I guess first point है आपका वो. Fine. Next point. Ritter insisted that geography is an empirical science. Second last point, right? अब इसका application. And this is from where your answer may start. First, Ritter was trying to present. Ritter was trying to present a new scientific geography. New scientific geography. Underline the word new scientific geography. Against the traditional lifeless summary of facts about countries. Facts about the countries. That was what I told you. Earlier क्या था? सिर्फ factual data. See, the difference between UPSC का studies and clerical examination का studies. Clerical examination is facts रट लो. UPSC you have to analyze. So Ritter wanted to study for UPSC, you can remember, like he wanted to analyze why there are. In the words of Ritter, my aim is not just to collect facts. My aim is not to collect facts. Just like any other predecessor. But to trace general laws which underlie all diversity of nature. Comma, trace their connections, trace their connections. उसके बाद ऐसे ऐसे, दैट मीन्स ये स्टेटमेंट कंटिन्यूड है, बहुत बड़ा पैराग्राफ है ये, सो दिस इज देयर. कोई है यहाँ पे ह्यूमैनिटीज बैकग्राउंड का? कॉमर्स नहीं, ह्यूमैनिटीज बैकग्राउंड का. व्हाट इज योर बैकग्राउंड? ज्योग्राफी इज नॉट. जनरल? अच्छा अच्छा, गॉट इट. जनरल बीए. बट बीए लेवल पे यू डोंट राइट सच आंसर्स. बट यू नो कि जब भी हम ह्यूमैनिटीज जब हम पढ़ते हैं तो कोई भी फैक्ट को प्रूव करने के लिए यू विल हैव टू राइट द कोट्स. टू जस्टिफाई एनीथिंग यू विल हैव टू राइट द कोट्स. डू यू डू दैट प्रैक्टिस, बोथ ऑफ यू? बैकग्राउंड इंजीनियरिंग, biotechnology. So you draw the diagrams to prove anything, right? You draw the diagrams to prove anything. So in arts you always have to write a good answer. You have to quote something, what Gandhi said, what this said, what that said. Generally at the higher levels, BA पे तो हम नहीं करते ऐसे, but PhD MA में when you write a very good answers, or even in public administration, sociology, pol science, you have to write the name of thinkers and quotations, and then your answer is complete. So similarly in thought, आपको कभी ना कभी quotations use करने पड़ेंगे. So 5-6 quotations याद रखने पड़ेंगे हर एक के, word to word नहीं, थोड़ा उनका ideas. For example, as in the words of Ritter, his idea was not to just collect facts, but to understand the connections and make general laws. बस in simple words only. तो हमेशा मार्क्स तब मिलेंगे व्हेन यू कैन. इस वही कोटेशंस में दूंगा. अब ये मैं कहाँ यूज करूंगा? दिस यू आर गोइंग टू यूज इन द स्कूल ऑफ एरियल डिफरेंशिएशन एंड रीजनल सिंथेसिस. फॉर एग्जांपल, लुक एट द पास्ट ईयर क्वेश्चन. Areal differentiation, 2018 का ही क्वेश्चन. Areal differentiation has provided the theoretical justification for studying regions and regional geography. Got the question? So start with Ritter. As per Ritter, the geography is not just collection of facts, but to understand the general laws and their connections. When you do the connections, you call that topic as areal differentiation. When you don't do the connections, you call that topic as regional geography. Understanding? कैसे बिगिन करना है आंसर को? प्रॉपरली सुनो, नहीं तो ये थॉट पागल हो जाता है आदमी, पर थॉट समझ में नहीं आता. फाइन, यू हैव टू बी वेरी अटेंटिव इन थॉट. व्हाट इज रीजनल ज्योग्राफी? स्टडी ऑफ एशिया, स्टडी ऑफ अमेरिका, स्टडी ऑफ नॉर्थ अमेरिका, साउथ अमेरिका. व्हाट इज एरियल डिफरेंशिएशन? व्हेन यू जॉइन देम, व्हेन यू ट्राई टू मेक द लॉस. When you tell why Rockies, Andes are coastal mountains, but why Himalayas are not. That is what is the areal differentiation. Area को जब आप differentiate करते हो after taking out the common points. So the word is areal differentiation. जो हम lecture में आज करेंगे, this will also answer your discuss the contemporary paradigms in geography. एक paradigm हमने किया है, maths to classical. आज के लेक्चर में क्लासिकल टू मॉडर्न, मॉडर्न टू पोस्ट मॉडर्न ज्योग्राफी. फाइन. Areal differentiation forms the core theme of geography. Why it forms the core theme of geography? यही quotation याद रखो. Remember only one quotation, but use this in the conclusion instead of introduction. Areal differentiation thus forms the core theme of geography because, as Ritter said, it is not just facts but fine. Approach change करो इस पेपर इस टॉपिक के लिए. Imagine as if you are sitting in the humanities का class, not in the geography का class. Yes. And एक बार मास्टरी आ गई तो ये टॉपिक आप you will love this topic. You will never leave this topic and go. For mastery, once you understand the mastery will come with interest. To learn any subject of humanities, you should develop an interest. Interest comes by disciplining the mind, and nothing else. आज का ये है लिबर्टी के नाम पे कि इंटरेस्ट नहीं है मुझे, ये नहीं है. पहले मार पड़ती थी स्कूलों में, इंटरेस्ट खुद ब खुद आता था. फाइन. सो डेवलप द इंटरेस्ट. घर पे पिताजी के हाथ से 2 थप्पड़ खा लिए तो 60% यूज्ड टू बिकम 85% ऑटोमेटिकली. Which was always a better thing. हाँ, कोचिंग में भी पढ़ती थी. I did my geography coaching from ALS. ALS when Shashank sir used to teach. Shashank sir is the teacher of Neetu Singh, mine, Himanshu, Shabbir sir. So Shashank sir का एक रूल था, if the class starts at 2, he used to enter the class at 2:05 and जो भी उनके बीच में पीछे आया उसको अलाउड ही नहीं था क्लास में. उसमें कॉमन कौन रहता था जो बाहर रहेगा? Means once he enters the class, no other student will be entering the class, whether it is the interview class, whether it is the mains का class, whether it is the prelims का class. And Shashank sir के इसमें admission मिलना, seats used to book get full, like just like ma'am का होता है. 3 months का waiting period था for geography. Fine. And as a result of this, हमेशा Shashank sir, और वो ऊपर से वो 8 o'clock की क्लास थी. There was only one branch of ALS that time in Mukherjee Nagar. I used to stay in Rajendra Nagar. There was no metro anything. Metro was only till Vishwavidyalaya. So वहाँ से GTB Nagar जाओ. So obviously I used to reach by 8:15. And फिर ये बहुत बार हुआ तो Shashank sir said, why you come late to the class, tell me. I said this, but there are many students who are coming from Rajendra Nagar. फिर एक exception दे दिया था कि ये नहीं सुधरेगा, ये हमेशा late आएगा, so let him come to the class. But whenever he used to teach, so he used to call his as Shashank. His surname was Atom. He was from Bihar. He had changed his surname. He is the only teacher जो services छोड़ के आए थे. So coming back to the field here, understood? Next. Thus in his Ard Kunde, Ritter started tracing for general laws. Ritter started tracing for general laws of physical geography. Tracing for general laws of physical geography. किसके laws वो पढ़ रहा था? Physical geography. Next, Ritter कौन से अप्रोच में बिलीव करता था? Teleological. What do you mean by teleological? Supreme divine design. Fine, divine design. And because if you are believing in supreme divine design, automatically you will be impressed to study how, if the divine design has been designed in such a way that there are Himalayas, etc., then why it is there? What impact it will be having on the human beings? Fine. So because of his teleological approach, he had understanding of the or empathy for humans. And इसलिए physical geography के साथ साथ he started studying human geography. Understanding? Humboldt was not interested in humans. He did not believe in divine design. वो अकेले में काम करना चाहता था. He never used to like any followers. There were many people who were ready to work for Humboldt. Humboldt का condition था, you will have to live in the same difficult conditions like me. Fine? Understanding? So कौन रहेगा तब? It is not nowadays कि you can still be in contact with the family. चला गया वेसुवियस पे, लावा फट रहा है, he is climbing, मर गया, किसी को पता भी नहीं. Fine? Amazon तैर रहा है, who will go with him? So, and therefore he never studied human geography. Understanding? इसीलिए ये question है, what are the problems of, or compare Humboldt and Ritter. Due to his teleological approach, Ritter was convinced that Earth was built. Obviously, ये लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. By Supreme Creator, Earth was built as a home of a man. As a home of man. Earth was built as a home of man. Home of a man. Full stop. Even in the arrangement of the continents, Ritter saw divine design. A divine design, God's design. So with the origin of species, कौन पहले sacrifice होगा? Ritter. क्योंकि everything if it is divine, so इसलिए understood why he never bothered to study about physical geography, because that is the divine design. I should now study how humans have adjusted. Divine design. Next point. According to Ritter, Asia represented sunrise, that is the dawn of early civilization. Sunrise. पूरा एशिया वो कहता था, it is here the sunrise happened, मतलब dawn of civilization. So before I go to Ritter का idea, when are you most, सबसे सुबह उठते उठते sunrise, fine, your ideas are not properly established, you start giving the ideas are there in mind, you start giving different ideas, you are very fresh, but वो ideas क्या है, you don't understand. Am I right or wrong? When you get up early in the morning, आप थोड़े नींद में होते हो, you are very fresh, your mind starts becoming active, आपको ये करना है, वो करना है, but is there any coherency in that ideas? नहीं. दोपहर आते आते थक जाते हो आप mentally, या बोर हो जाते हो, सोते हो खाना खा के, fine. शाम आते आते फिर से ताजगी कि नहीं, मैंने सुबह ये प्लान किया था, but ये नहीं हो सकता, ये हो सकता है, रात को 12 बजे तक मैं इतना एटलीस्ट इतना पढ़ लूँगा. इज दिस इज आवर प्लानिंग? रिटर सेज इसीलिए अलग अलग रिलीजन शुरू हो गए इन एशिया. अंडरस्टैंडिंग? दिस इज हाउ ही लिंक्ड. इसलिए different ideas, different religions came in the Asia because it is a region of sunrise, but there is lack of coherency. Africa, due to its same monotonous climate, hot, is where the humans go in slumber, sleep, eat, do nothing. And sunset is Europe, where the entire ideas have matured. And therefore, Europe is the best continent for human beings. Getting it? So next, that is the point. Where the civilizations originated. Africa represents noon. Africa represents noon, where smooth relief. See, there are not very high mountains in Africa like Asia, Europe, America. So, इसलिए smooth relief and uniform climate. Induces slumber, while Europe designated as sunset. Sunset is designed, किसने? भगवान नहीं, is designed to bring new culmination of human achievement. New culmination of human achievement. Understanding this? So, understanding? मतलब human beings will be best in which continent? Europe. कौन कह रहा है? Ritter. He is German. So can I say geography from the earlier days were Eurocentric? What do you mean by Eurocentric? Now this question came last year. Geography since the earlier days is Eurocentric. Many of the people wrote कि how Ritter was German, how XYZ scientist was either Britisher or French, Lablache was French, या Ratzel was German. And मैंने पूछा कैसे लिखा आंसर दोस्तों से, जूनियर से, एक्सेट्रा. बढ़िया लिखा. वो क्वेश्चन यूरोसेंट्रिक था, उसमें तो फाड़ दिया. क्या लिखा? सब यूरोप, सब स्कॉलर्स ज्योग्राफी के यूरोप के थे. Then I asked him, what do you mean by environmental degradation is occurring due to anthropocentrism? उसने सोचा, बोला ओ, मतलब उसको उसकी गलती पता लग गई. एंथ्रोपोसेंट्रिक मीन्स कि हम सुप्रीम है. यूरोसेंट्रिक मीन्स यूरोप इज सुप्रीम. इट हैज नथिंग टू डू कि कहां से कौन था. अगर अफ्रीका का भी had there been any geographer and you would have talked about the superiority of Europe, it is Eurocentrism. Getting it? What do you mean by anthropocentric? Anthropocentric view means human beings are supreme. So what do you mean by Eurocentric? Europeans are supreme. You can see this in the statement. Fine? Eurocentrism. You are self-centered individual. If someone says you, what does it mean? You are thinking only about yourself. You have very high esteem about yourself. So Eurocentrism means geography is only about Europeans. 1700, 1800, दोनों. उसी से उनकी आइडियाज आई थी. It is nothing to do with the industrialization, etc. Which there are different parts of India, different parts mein there are different Brahmins, different Kshatriyas. I'm asking you which Brahmin is superior, North Indian Brahmin or South Indian Brahmin? South Indian. Why? You also believe that South Indian? You? But which Kshatriya is supreme? Rajputs or Thakurs? Rajputs from Uttar Pradesh. Centrism, dikh raha hai? So this is how centrism always comes with culture, not with anything. North India ka Brahmins think we are supreme because Vedas etc. originated here. Fine. South India ka Brahmins think they are supreme because Adi Shankaracharya originated from there and he established the Hinduism. Right? Understanding? Nobody studies what is Vedas. That is the destruction of ego. So, ये है centrism. Next point. This shows that according to Ritter, Earth was principally man oriented. Principally man oriented. Bracket में लिखना anthropocentric. Full stop. Therefore, Ritter believed that study of the earth includes study of man. Ritter believed that study of earth include study of man. And hence, there is no major difference between physical geography and human geography. No major difference between physical geography and human geography. Study of earth includes study of man, and therefore physical geography and human geography are more or less similar. Or there is no major difference between physical geography and human geography. Understanding? So, कल question है, ये जो एक past year question he studied, what is the fundamental difference between Ritter and Humboldt? Difference is, there is basically no difference. It is only the way of approaching. ये कहता है कि human beings को अगर पढ़ना है तो you have to study the general laws and then apply it to the human beings. वो कहता है कि only you have to study the general laws. So, here Ritter says there is no fundamental difference between human geography and physical geography. कहाँ पे use करोगे? You can use this in the conclusion on dualism between human geography and physical geography. Understanding? Next. Was Ritter not scientific? Did he believe in supreme power? So was it not scientific? He was scientific. Remember, he believed in teleology only in those concepts in which there was no scientific explanation. Baki ka he used to find out the scientific explanation. So these are the people who are, they are scholars, they are not thinking like us. Right? So they will first find out the scientific explanation, and then if there is no scientific explanation, then they will give it to the divine. और उनको अगर scientific explanation मिला, तो they will not take the credit. They will say, hey, God wanted me to find out the scientific explanation. Ritter was of that category. Next. Ritter's philosophical Ritter's philosophical scientific geography. Understanding why I am using the word philosophical scientific geography? Is based on three fundamental concepts. It's based on three fundamental concepts. Philosophical scientific geography is based on three fundamental concepts. Philosophical, teleological. Scientific because he was not just superstitious. First concept, uniqueness of earth. What is the uniqueness about earth? Life, fine. And who is the most unique species on the earth? Humans. It is uniqueness of the earth, and earth has the home of unique species, humans. And earth as home of unique species, humans. This is the second concept. Earth as a home of unique species, that is the humans. First है uniqueness of the earth, second है earth as a home of humans, and third fundamental explanation of host of geographical facts, of numerous geographical facts, which causes differentiation of landforms in the world. So कहा था ज्योग्राफी का स्कोप है यूनिकनेस ऑफ द अर्थ इन द यूनिवर्स, कि लाइफ है उस पे. सेकेंड, यूनिक, द मोस्ट यूनिक स्पीसीज ऑन द अर्थ, दैट इज द ह्यूमंस, स्टडी ऑफ ह्यूमंस. एंड थर्ड, फंडामेंटल डिफरेंसेस. अब प्रॉब्लम डार्विन के बाद ये हुआ, as till the Ritter and Humboldt, this is geography, unity in diversity. Darwin के बाद uniqueness of the earth became astronomy or cosmology, study of universe. This became, if you are doing experiments, as botany, zoology, if you are not doing experiments, as anthropology. Fine. And सिर्फ ये रह गया geography. तो ये geography रह गया, तो ये geology already was telling. So there is no need of geography as a subject. Getting it? Fine. Next point. And therefore he insisted that geography is an empirical science. Geography is an empirical science. Third statement say fundamental of the host of the geographical factors which cause differentiation. So can I say he started the school of regional geography? It is very easy if you understand unka statements, ki what you can write. Fine. So next point, Ritter was great pioneer of regional geography. Pioneer means who started. regional approach in geography. In which he conceptualized the study of earth, in units, deriving their spatial character from the nature of interrelationships. From the nature of interrelationships. From the nature of interrelationships. Remember the statement. Study of the earth in units means you are taking the earth and breaking it into units and then deriving unka kya special character hai in the understanding the interrelationship. This is what is science. When you break down anything into small, and this is what is science. When you study the interrelationship, that is humanities. Imagine studying polity had there been no Lakshmikant. Lakshmikant is scientific in nature. Scientific means it has broken it down into different parts. Imagine studying history only by Bipin Chandra and had there been no spectrum. Understanding? वो है डिस्क्रिप्टिव, वो है प्रॉपर ह्यूमैनिटीज. यहाँ पे क्या है? कॉजेस, इकोनॉमिक कॉजेस, सोशल कॉजेस, पॉलिटिकल कॉजेस, पॉजिटिव्स, नेगेटिव्स, समरी. ये साइंस है. दैट इज नॉट हिस्ट्री. हिस्ट्री बुक्स आर नेवर रिटन लाइक दैट. अंडरस्टैंडिंग? फाइन. So next in the bracket, next point, don't write in the bracket. But he was not opposed to general geography. He was not opposed to general geography and regarded, he was not opposed to general geography and regarded regional and systematic geography as two sides of same coin. Of same coin. Two sides of same coin. Understanding? Whether you study regional geography or study general geography, it is the two sides of the same coin. General geography में क्या पढ़ते हो आप? General geography means systematic geography. When you study general geography, you study mountains, then you study climate of the world, sari theories, then you will study the soils of the world, you will study plate tectonics, you will study continental drift. इन सब को जब आप एक साथ पढ़ते हो किसी एक छोटे एरिया के लिए, because you cannot study this for the entire world, उसको हम कहेंगे regional geography. So regional geography is nothing but functional interdependence of general geography. Whatever the statements are saying, ये सब रिटर ने कहा था, but we cannot write an essay on the रिटर. Understanding? ये क्योंकि बाद में आएंगे statements. There is no difference between studying plate tectonics, how the mountains are formed, winds and pressure belts, how the climate of the area is there, stability, instability, how there is humidity. The only difference is when you study regional geography, you study mountain of a particular region, climate, soil, etc. Theories नहीं पढ़ते. But to study the regional geography, you should have a basic understanding of general geography. यही Ritter कहता है. Getting it? Next point. Next topic, contributions of Humboldt and Ritter. So before I go further, Ritter को 4 points याद रखना. His 3 fundamental laws of geography, his teleological approach, in which he considers Earth as a unique में humans as a unique, and the law of a job of a geographer is to study different things. So we say he is a pioneer of general geography. But बाद में उसका डायलॉग याद रखना that I am not here to give summaries, I am here to find general laws, and therefore there is no difference between general and regional geography. Fine. He believes in unity of whole, interdependence, not independence. Science believes in independence. Humanities believes in interdependence. Clear? So tell me the contribution of Ritter and Humboldt. I'll start from you. कोई भी, किसी का भी. Regional geography. फिर unity of whole, unity in diversity. फिर human geography. But सबसे बड़ा contribution geography. Right? कि एक सब्जेक्ट है जिसमें there is a regional geography, there is a physical geography, there is a human geography, and it will always study the linkages. इन्होंने बताया कि geography is not highest mountain in Asia, highest mountain in Europe, rivers की tributaries. इन्होंने बताया कि geography is understanding why and then finding out the linkages why. Right? So ये अभी you have studied the entire laws of geography except for models and theories. Can you not see ये सारा is Ritterian and Humboldt का ही plate tectonic theory. Why most of the mountains are coastal except Himalayas, continent collision. बाकी सब है general law है, ocean continent collision. ये सब दिमाग कहाँ से आया? It is all by Humboldt and Ritter. Had they been not be there, so there would not have been any other further studies of the geography. Okay, understanding? Hadley cell के बाद automatically Ferrel cell बन जाता है, automatically polar cell बन जाता है. Study किया जाता है only of the Hadley cell. Study किया जाता है only of, we have done index cycle of jet streams. Study किया जाता है सिर्फ polar jet stream का. There is no theory on subtropical jet stream. If polar jet stream is formed by this manner, subtropical jet stream is also formed by this manner. Fine? This is what is general geography and interdependence. But what is Ritter ka more contribution? Ki how easterly jet stream develops. Why India has certain, that is something which is different from the general geographies. Subtropical westerly jet stream, can it explain the monsoon? No. So you find, so for understanding the monsoon, you will have to study regional geography of India and then come to the easterly jet stream. This is what is Ritter. Getting it? Is it easy to follow? Understanding? इसके बाद बहुत आसान है. There is nothing else. इसके बाद ये 3 ही है जो सबसे डिफिकल्ट है. इसके बाद तो कुछ नहीं. डार्विन आएगा and then Ratzel. किस पे? What I said initially कि इस सब्जेक्ट में मार्क्स लेने हैं तो you don't have to have the approach of geography. या यूपीएससी में वैसे मार्क्स लेने हैं तो you should know interlinkages. And इसमें से Humboldt Ritter पे क्वेश्चन नहीं आएगा तो कोई भी नोट्स पढ़ोगे तो the notes will always start. Go and buy any model answer from the class, from the market. They will mention Ritter and Humboldt. Write any test series. If you have not mentioned Ritter and Humboldt, they will give. Question directly नहीं आएगा, indirectly paradigms. Paradigms में you should know paradigm. He had read one direct question, Humboldt and Ritter पे. अगर इनको नहीं समझे तो आगे क्या होने वाला है नहीं समझोगे. सिर्फ मेंशन नहीं करना है, समझना है इनको. डुअलिज्म क्यों है ज्योग्राफी में, डाइकोटॉमी क्यों है, सब कुछ इनडायरेक्टली है यहाँ पे. नहीं, अब भी समझना पड़ेगा. आज जाके फिर से समझो, समझना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि मैं अब इसके आगे डायरेक्टली शुरू करूंगा. द डुअलिज्म स्टार्टेड आफ्टर रिटर. मैं ये नहीं बताऊंगा क्यों, आज के लेक्चर में बताऊंगा. फाइन. ऑब्वियसली रिटर से इनडायरेक्टली ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. अंडरस्टैंडिंग. एंड यू नेवर नो. इससे पहले कभी कन्वर्जेंट एंड डाइवर्जेंट प्लेट बाउंड्री पे ऑप्शनल में क्वेश्चन आया था पिछले 25 साल में? इस साल आया? इफ इट इज देयर इन द सिलेबस यू हैव टू डू इट. Ritter and all is nothing in front of the studies you will have to do after getting selected. लबासना में life is not enjoyment. सबसे वर्स्ट लाइफ है IRS में. 12-12 घंटे के लेक्चर्स होते हैं, कंटिन्यूस बैठना पड़ता है. यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू एंजॉय आफ्टर गोइंग इनटू सर्विसेज. तो अभी से आदत डालो. गॉन आर द डेज जब SDM साहब मोबाइल स्विच ऑफ करके बैठे. अब डायरेक्टली CM या PM कहता है टेली कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग करो. क्यों नहीं SDM? RTI, अकाउंटेबिलिटी. चीफ सेक्रेटरी जाता है, उसने फर्स्ट पोस्टिंग में जो केस किया था करप्शन में. इफ यू वांट टू डू करप्शन यू शुड बी मोर इंटेलिजेंट. फाइन. बिकॉज इफ यू कैन नॉट अंडरस्टैंड द लॉज एंड उसका इम्प्लीकेशंस देन डोंट डू करप्शन. एंड इफ यू आर नॉट डूइंग करप्शन व्हाई यू आर कमिंग फॉर 50,000 रुपीज सैलरी? Practical aspects of the life. School fees nowadays in Delhi is 3 lakh rupees per annum in average school. I'm not saying don't do corruption. Fine. So contributions first. उसकी वैसे यूज नहीं है. I'll read the statement. Is in his one of the books, Ritter says that Humboldt has taken me by hand and guided me in the field of geography. So I can never go against the Humboldtian idea. दस साल का डिफरेंस था बिटवीन Humboldt एंड रिटर. So first, believed in geography, both, दोनों के common points. Fine. Believed in geography as unified science. Unified science. But the focus of Humboldt was general geography, and the focus of Ritter was regional geography. See, दोनों का end is the same. It is the means to the end that are changing. दोनों कहेंगे it is human interdependence, unified science. But he is saying I will understand the unification by studying humans. He will say I will understand the human unification by studying the laws of the nature and applying it to humans. He will say I will study the diversification of the humans and then apply it to the laws of the nature. दोनों का approach is going to be the same. Fine. Next point. Both believe that geography is equally focused on, underline the word equally focused, on studying man as well as the physical environment. Studying the man as well as the physical environment. See, ये है फर्स्ट डुअलिज्म. कहाँ से शुरू हो रहा है डुअलिज्म? जो इनके फॉलोअर्स थे उन्होंने कहा नहीं. सेकंड डुअलिज्म, ह्यूमन ज्योग्राफी वर्सेस फिजिकल ज्योग्राफी. दोनों का कहना है नहीं, ज्योग्राफी इज बोथ. फाइन. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. Humboldt is regarded as the father of modern geography. Humboldt is regarded as the father of modern geography. With geography as a systematic science, while Ritter is regarded as the founder of regional geography. Focused on study of segments of the earth. Understood? First point you have elaborated. Third point. Humboldt's focus on physical geography comes from his expeditions or voyages during which he tried to develop general laws. On distribution of average temperature, influence of altitude on plants, animal life, etc. Plants, animal life, etc. Why I have taken only these two examples? These examples have been taken specifically out of all the examples, because if you want to understand the distribution of average temperature, you should know temperature of each and every place. Who will study the temperature of each and every place? Regional geographer. Fine? मतलब Humboldt भी regional geographer भी था and general geographer भी था. Fine? Understanding? If you want to understand the distribution of temperature, average temperature, isotherms, you should know the differences in the temperature. Then only you will make an one isotherm connecting all. Who will understand ki how the altitude के साथ life forms in different part changes? Human geographer. But who gave the general laws? Humboldt. That means he also used to study. वो कभी उस नजरिया से नहीं देखते थे. They never used to look कि ये this is human geography, this is general geography. उनके लिए geography was unified science. It is their followers who try to distinguish, because a follower will always try to make his guru a stronger guru. Understanding? So Ritter's के followers कैसे Ritter को महान बनाया जाए. Fine, and therefore they started creating the distinctions. जैसे Marxist, and then there are neo-Marxist. You will understand आगे what is tomorrow's lecture में. What are neo-Marx? New Marxist. Neo-Marxists are more dangerous than Marxist. Marxists are a bit liberal. Neo-Marxists do not believe in. So जो Marxian philosophy है, they are the left parties in India. जो neo-Marxist है, they are Naxals in India. So next generation होता है, it always will be more radical than the earlier generation. Because the next generation will only highlight those points as per their convenience for the ideology. Next point. On the other hand, Ritter, with his academic focus, comma, as the holder of only chair in only chair of geography in Germany, only chair of geography in Germany, left behind a band of disciples who developed regional perspective, in geography. And the last point, but these two founders of geography, were not in conflict with each other. as Ritter repeatedly asserted, not acknowledged. Assertion and acknowledgement में फर्क है. What is the word? Asserted. जब भी उसको क्वेश्चन पूछता था वो फोर्सफुली कहता था. Assertion. Ritter asserted, repeatedly asserted that Humboldt was his teacher. Humboldt was his teacher. So किसने डिवाइड किया? फॉलोअर्स ने. फाइन. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, मतलब यही लास्ट पॉइंट में ही, नो नीड ऑफ चेंजिंग द पैराग्राफ. Thus, the fact remains that both Humboldt and Ritter have laid a solid foundation or sound foundation for geography as a field of scientific inquiry, as a field of scientific inquiry. Whether regional और जनरल. अगर ये नहीं होते तो ज्योग्राफी वुड नॉट हैव बीन अ सब्जेक्ट. अंडरस्टैंडिंग? फील्ड ऑफ साइंटिफिक इंक्वायरी, वेदर रीजनल और जनरल. एंड द एंटायर मॉडर्न ज्योग्राफी, entire modern geography is based on this foundation. On this foundation. Is based on this foundation. And therefore it is said that Humboldt and Ritter stood at the crossroads, crossroads. What do you mean by crossroads? Confliction of conflict ideas. Crossroads in simple way जहाँ रास्ते मिलते हैं between classical and modern geography. See, this is the only part of geography जहाँ diagrams नहीं है. But you can improvise yourself by making some diagrams like this. कि classical period, Kant से पहले वाला, modern period जहाँ पे हम है, उन दोनों के crossroads पे, इसलिए दोनों side linkages is Humboldt and Ritter. Up the topic is very easy. No need of drawing the further changes in the diagram. मैं आपको सिर्फ बता रहा हूँ how the topic is very easy. इससे पहले ancient geography. only collection of facts. Right? Humboldt का contribution, Kant का contribution is not just in geography but as a science. किसी भी subject में as a science. उसने कहा history and geography are the only two mother sciences. इसलिए geography पढ़ा लोगों ने. He established the basis of science after Renaissance. Fine. Humboldt का contribution is Kant का contribution is he inspired Leonardo da Vinci. He inspired French Revolution. He inspired Mona Lisa का paintings. He inspired discoveries. कि उसने कहा ये चर्च के अथॉरिटी में मत बैठो. That is why Kant is in every subject. हम तो बहुत superficially करते हैं Kant को. Fine. But अगर वो नहीं होता तो ये कोई theories नहीं होती. He tried to bring scientific explanation to each and every principles. Then Humboldt and Ritter, scientific geography. Fine. उसके बाद ये आया क्राइसिस पीरियड इन ज्योग्राफी, इनकी डेथ के बाद. एंड देन मॉडर्न ज्योग्राफी बाय कंसेप्ट ऑफ सोशल डार्विनिज्म. What is Darwinism? What is Darwinism? What is the Darwin ka theory? Selection of evolution of the species, selection of the fittest. Fine. It was to the animals. When you apply the Darwin ka principles to humans, it is nothing but social Darwinism. When you apply it to geography, it is social Darwinism. कुछ नहीं है. Ratzel. So Darwin से inspire हुआ, if organisms have to capture the weaker organisms and to grow, then the state will also have to capture the weaker states and grow. Davis, अच्छा, if the organisms go through the stages of youth, mature and old age, that means landforms will also go through the stage of youth, mature and old stage. ये है social Darwinism. Nothing but a different word. That means can I say determinism only? Nature determines everything. उसके बाद possibilism. उसके बाद neo-determinism. You already know what is neo-determinism. इसके साथ साथ डेवलपमेंट दोनों के बीच, मतलब यहाँ पे अगेन क्राइसिस इन ज्योग्राफी. Why? Whether socialism is right, मतलब whether the determinism is right or whether possibilism is right. Because if this possibilism is right, then you cannot make any laws. आदमी के मन में है तो कुछ भी कर सकता है. You cannot make any law for that. But if the determinism is right, you can make the law. कि British type of climate is best suited for humans. Mediterranean type of climate is best suited for horticulture. Monsoon type of climate is best suited for agriculture. Fine? Possibilism में आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Fine? If Pranav decides he can become a grape farmer, उसके मन में है. It does not matter whether he is in the XYZ type of climate. So that is why crisis period. Because science though requires laws. And therefore quantitative revolution. Model buildings in geography. Chapter 5. उसके बाद reaction to quantitative revolution. क्योंकि सब कुछ ह्यूमंस को भी मशीन्स जैसे बना दिया, मॉडल्स. And the reaction, behavioralism, welfareism, humanistic geography, not human geography, humanistic geography, geography which is focused on welfare of humans, radicalism. बस ये है सिलेबस, दैट इज द एंड ऑफ थॉट. सो टाइम लगता है टिल हम्बोल्ट एंड रिटर. रीजनल ज्योग्राफी में ही आएगा, डुअलिज्म में. मतलब पॉसिबिलिज्म की स्कूल गेव राइज टू रीजनल ज्योग्राफी. अब रीजनल ज्योग्राफी की स्कूल गेव राइज टू एरियल डिफरेंशिएशन. सो दिस विल गो like this, areal differentiation in geography and regional synthesis. Fine. And us topic में एक last, in that topic itself we have one last topic, that is, if you look at the syllabus of chapter 5, one last topic which is there, subtopic of chapter 5 is human development index. Human development index, जो obviously मैं नहीं पढ़ाऊंगा. Fine, you will have to do it on your own. I'll give you the handout. क्या है human development index? Purchasing power parity and life expectancy and literacy. Section B, chapter 5. किसको? ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स को क्या पढ़ना है जैसे उसमें? ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स में क्यों इकोनॉमी में क्या किया था? मीन्स मतलब पढ़ाऊंगा नहीं, मीन्स यहाँ पे इन टॉपिक्स पे मेरे मॉडल आंसर्स रेडी है, वो दूंगा आपको डिस्कस करने से पहले, बिकॉज इसमें से एक ही क्वेश्चन आएगा. यू विल हैव मॉडल आंसर्स, उस आंसर्स के हिसाब से. फाइन. सो ऑब्वियसली ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स इन ज्योग्राफी में हमें डायग्राम्स बनाना पड़ेगा वर्ल्ड मैप का. हाई ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स कंट्रीज, लो ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स कंट्रीज एंड मीडियम ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट कंट्रीज. फाइन. In the high human development index countries, there is a diffusion of innovation. Diffusion of innovation. पूरा syllabus समझो. Diffusion of innovation. मतलब you are there a farmer in a rich country. We all are in the rich country. I do some experiment and I am very successful. मेरा देख के आप करोगे, हम दोनों सक्सेसफुल हो जाएंगे. वो देख के हमारे बाजू वाला करेगा, वो भी सक्सेसफुल हो जाएगा. बट बिकॉज देयर इज हाई ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स, लिटरेसी है, फिजिकल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, वो किसी और को दूर फ़ोन करके बताएगा कि ऐसे ऐसे करने से ऐसे होता है, वो करेगा. क्योंकि बिकॉज इट इज़ इन द हाई ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स कंट्री, देयर इज़ लैक ऑफ पॉवर्टी, राइट? एंड बिकॉज देयर इज़ लैक ऑफ पॉवर्टी, वी ऑल आर इन द सेम सोशो इकोनॉमिक ग्रुपिंग, एंड देयरफॉर देयर इज़ अ ट्रस्ट का फैक्टर. दैट इज़ there is a concept of social capital. Prelims का इस साल का question, when we trust each other, and इसीलिए you will all, and thus the country will keep on developing. But if I am in the low human development index country, that is जहाँ poverty है, I will be able to do a certain kind of a thing. Maybe he will not trust me. अरे मुझे ये long term नुकसान पहुँचाना चाहता है. क्यों? क्योंकि ये इस कास्ट को बिलोंग करता है, ये इसको बिलोंग करता है, ये इस लैंग्वेज को बिलोंग करता है. ऐसे देयर विल बी नो डिफ्यूजन ऑफ इनोवेशन. गेटिंग इट? और फोन करके बातें करना तो दूर ही है. इंडिया वर्सेस यूएस. सो बिकॉज ऑफ द फंक्शन आई विल स्टॉप हियर टुडे. अब दोज हु वांट टू अटेंड द फंक्शन गो टू दैट क्लास. वैसे इस क्लासरूम में भी होगा, but it will be through video. यहाँ से भी आप डाउट्स पूछ सकते हो. but if you want बैठना ही है, you can go there. वहाँ पे लंबी लाइन होगी, but you will get a live interaction there. whether you will be able to ask the question depends upon 800 लोगों में माइक आप तक पहुँचता है कि नहीं. Fine. if you want to go home and study, you can go home and study. You can watch this on the net later on. Yes, yes. After Diwali. Model savers will occur before Friday. ये करने के लिए दिस आई विल कंप्लीट इन टुमारोज लेक्चर, ये पूरा मॉडल्स एंड थियरीज आई रिक्वायर 2 लेक्चर्स, बट हाँ ऑब्वियसली मैं कल लंबी लेक्चर में, फ्राइडे। What is going on in your economics?